This document presents a professional and objective analysis of the 10 most incredible couples that truly exist, highlighting their unusual and exceptional character. These unions illustrate the complex and sometimes controversial diversity of marital relationships observed across the world. Number 10, the polyamorous trio of New York, Bryant, T-Meena, and Kyra. The first couple, composed of the millionaire Bryant and his wife T-Meena, has attracted attention due to their lifestyle and the integration of a third person into their conjugal structure. This integration falls under ethical polyamory and is particularly notable for the striking physical resemblance between the wife, T-Meena, and the new partner, Kyra, an Australian. T-Meena deliberately selected Kyra via social media, both for her husband and for herself, demonstrating an unconventional management of the relational dynamic. The married couple convinced Kyra to migrate to New York to formalize this triangular relationship. T-Meena and Kyra often wear identical outfits, which amplifies their media visibility and generates confusion among the public, who often mistake them for twins. Beyond the heterosexual aspect involving Bryant, this union is also bisexual, as T-Meena and Kyra share a mutual attraction and effective relationship. This configuration challenges traditional models of monogamy, illustrating a form of marital commitment that values inclusion and sexual fluidity within an established partnership. The media coverage of their story offers a case study on the evolution of morals and the increasing acceptance of non-conventional relationships. Number 9. The marriage with a zombie doll. Felicity Cadlick and Kelly Rossi. The union between Felicity Cadlick and Kelly Rossi is remarkable due to the non-human nature of the spouse. Kelly Rossi is a zombie-type doll. Felicity received this object as a gift, and the relationship took on a deep, affective turn after the death of her father, with the doll becoming a source of psychological and emotional comfort. After 4 years of relationship, Felicity formalized her commitment by marrying the doll, an act that was considered legal and official according to laws in force in the United States. This situation is indicative of the phenomenon of objectophilia, characterized by attraction to and the establishment of a romantic relationship with inanimate objects. From a clinical perspective, such a relationship, if passionate and exclusive, raises questions. It is sometimes interpreted as an avoidance strategy, allowing the individual to bypass the complexities, emotional risks, and vulnerabilities inherent in interpersonal relationships with real human beings. It could also indicate the presence of untreated trauma that is projected onto a safe and controllable object. The legal officialization of this union, despite the non-human partner, highlights the blurred limits of contemporary definitions of marriage and personal commitment, offering a case study on the interaction between radical individual choices and the legal framework. Number 8, the ritual marriage of Sanai and Helen, 9 and 62 years old. The story of Sanai and Helen sparked an international controversy due to the extreme age gap and the youth of the groom. Sanai was 9 years old when he married Helen, age 62. The dissemination of the wedding photos immediately caused indignation, as such unions are illegal and contrary to ethical norms in most jurisdictions. However, the context of this ceremony is crucial. It was an arranged marriage as part of a specific traditional ritual, which distinguishes it from a conventional marital union. The families showed a less critical attitude, viewing the ceremony as a simple cultural observance. Sanai's mother stated that the child had enjoyed the celebration. The biggest clarification lies in the aftermath of the ceremony. Immediately afterward, Sanai resumed his usual life, returning to school and living with his family, while Helen returned to live with her own husband. Although the event was a ritual parenthesis, the two individuals remained in close contact and see each other regularly, their post-marriage relationship being reframed in a purely familial and platonic context, operating under the label of aunt and nephew. This case illustrates the complexity of cultural interpretations of rituals and the misunderstandings that arise when these practices are exposed to a global media scrutiny governed by strict norms. Number 7. The union in the face of xeroderma, pigmentosum, Carine and Admilson Sousa. The story of Carine and Admilson Sousa, a Brazilian couple, is a testament to unconditional love in the face of a major medical adversity, xeroderma pigmentosum, XP. This rare and severe genetic disease imposes drastic existential constraints, with Carine's daily life governed by the imperative to avoid all sun exposure. Contact with UV rays significantly multiplies the risk of developing skin cancer. Carine has thus had to undergo multiple surgical operations to remove melanomas, an immense physical and psychological ordeal. Admilson was her unwavering support throughout these trials, accompanying her and holding her hand during every intervention. Carine, who had suffered from this disease since her early childhood, had never considered the possibility of knowing true love, believing herself condemned to emotional isolation by her condition. Admilson's arrival marked a turning point. He sought to know her as a person beyond her illness, initiating a correspondence that led to a deep romantic relationship. Their commitment led to marriage and the birth of a daughter. Despite the genetic risks inherent to XP, their child did not inherit her mother's disease. This case highlights the strength of the human bond in the face of physical disability, offering a powerful example of how acceptance and love can transcend the barriers imposed by a chronic illness and its medical consequences. Number 6. The physical contrast and media criticism. Sienna and George Keywood. The Keywood couple, originally from England, is an emblematic case of physical disparity and the resulting media and social pressure. Sienna Keywood is a fitness coach and influencer whose career is based on maintaining an athletic physique and a healthy lifestyle. Conversely, her husband George Keywood is a known actor who suffers from massive obesity. This striking visual contrast made the couple the target of virulent criticism, particularly from the British press, which often attacked the credibility of their relationship. George was criticized for his lifestyle, while Sienna was accused of being a gold digger, interested only in her husband's fortune, ignoring the sincerity of their emotional bond. These attacks underscore the societal tendency to judge couples' compatibility based on superficial aesthetic criteria and projections of financial interests. However, Sienna and George managed to counter these narratives. After their marriage, they proved the authenticity of their commitment by welcoming a son, thereby demonstrating to the media and the public that their relationship was founded on solid emotional basis, independent of their physical appearance or financial status. Their story is a reminder that love and compatibility are defined by personal criteria and not by the external expectations or standards imposed by public opinion. Number 5. The world's longest marriage, Katari and Karam Chand. The couple Katari and Karam Chand, originally from India but residing in Bradford, England, is a historical reference for having celebrated a marriage of an exceptional duration of 90 years. This marital longevity, a rare statistical feat, testifies to a resilience in the face of personal and social challenges that marked nearly a century. Their union spanned 2 world wars, major migratory changes, and profound social transformations. The spouses were both centenarians and had married very young, in accordance with the Indian traditions of their era. The secret to their success and longevity, according to their own statements, rested on fundamental and traditional values: unwavering mutual respect, strong family cohesion, and the importance of home cooking. Their extended family environment, composed of numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren, played an essential role in maintaining their vitality. However, this historic union ended in 2015 with Karam's death, which occurred just before what would have been his 111th birthday. Katari's current status remains unknown, which leaves a note of uncertainty about the continuation of this extraordinary story of conjugal perseverance. Number 4, the couple with monetized sexual hyperactivity, Tyler and Erin. Tyler and Erin, originally from the United Kingdom, represent a modern couple whose union was built around an extreme shared passion for conjugal intimacy, which the text calls dependence. Meeting through a dating platform, they quickly identified this shared intensity, which reaches an extraordinary level. The couple publicly declared having relations up to 100 times a week, or more than 5 times a day. What makes their story particularly contemporary is their decision to capitalize on this intense private activity. They transformed their passion into a commercial venture by creating an account on the OnlyFans platform where they publish photos and videos. This economic model allowed them to acquire hundreds of paid subscribers, generating a substantial monthly income, estimated by them to be about 7,000 British pounds. The most sensitive aspect of the situation is the knowledge of their activity by their parents. Although Erin's father initially expressed reservations, the text indicates that over time, both families came to support the couple in their venture, despite the non-conventional and sometimes controversial nature of their source of income. This case illustrates the convergence of extreme conjugal dynamics, the digital platform economy, and the evolution of family morals in the face of new forms of work and monetization. Number 3, the world's most tattooed couple, Gabriela and Victor Peralta. Gabriela and Victor Peralta, an Argentine couple, have gained worldwide recognition not for the longevity of their marriage, but for the extent and density of their body modifications. This peculiarity earned them the designation as the world's most tattooed couple by the Guinness Book of Records. Their bodies are a living canvas that testifies to a mutual commitment to extreme body art. The statistics of their modifications are impressive. Victor has 90% of his body covered with tattoos, while Gabriela reaches 65%. In addition to tattoos, they accumulate an impressive total of 50 piercings and 98 other forms of body modifications, including the implantation of 11 subcutaneous devices. The professional interest in this couple lies in the demonstration of a conjugal identity built around a radical and permanent aesthetic. They do not consider their project completed. They maintain their intention to continuously add new tattoos, piercings, and other modifications, making their bodies an evolving work of art. This continuous commitment highlights a search for bodily expression and a redefinition of the limits of human aesthetics. Their status grants them visibility that often draws skeptical gazes, but their story is one of a shared passion that unites two individuals in a common and permanent life project materialized on their own skin. Number 2, the disparity in size and progeria, Eudox Yao and Grand P. The union of Eudox Yao, a plus-size African model, and her husband Grand P, Musa Sandiana, sparks numerous reactions due to their extremely marked difference in size. Eudox Yao is significantly taller than Grand P, whose small stature is a consequence of a rare genetic disease, progeria. This disease manifests not only as dwarfism, but also as an appearance of accelerated aging. The couple faces intense public scrutiny and the constant need to defend the sincerity of their relationship against doubts and criticisms. Eudox Yao publicly affirms that size is an absolutely negligible factor in their marriage, emphasizing the depth of their emotional bond. Despite the challenges posed by his condition, Grand P leads an active and ambitious public life. He has developed a successful career as a singer and social media star. His ambition goes beyond the world of entertainment, as he plans to run as a presidential candidate in Guinea, with Eudox Yao by his side as potential First Lady. This political aspiration, if realized, would make Grand P an unprecedented head of state on the world stage. Their story is a powerful example of resilience and self-affirmation, illustrating that determination and love can flourish even in the presence of highly visible physical conditions and persistent external judgments. Number 1. Unexpected cases. In an isolated village in Cruz, Anna and Rosalind were secretly photographed while exchanging strange gestures behind a barn. The image, shared online, caused a buzz. This image revealed a facet unknown to the general public: hidden relationships, or the silent mystery of the French countryside. These 10 stories highlight the extraordinary plasticity of conjugal bonds across the world, defying traditional norms through longevity, physical condition, or lifestyle choices. They underscore the importance of individual acceptance,